So in this video, we are going to talk about how can we not be so afraid of being judged by other people. Almost seems impossible, right? I mean, how exactly do you get outside of your head and not care so much about what other people are thinking about you? Sometimes it really feels like we are really driven by the fear of what other people are thinking about us than just us being ourselves. If you're not subscribed yet, you can hit that subscribe button and of course the bell, and then we will keep on talking. Now, what do you feel like you'll do if nobody cared about anything that you did? Let me know in the comments. Just be free, be yourself. What do you want to do? Now, the points I want to talk to you today about is first is slowing down. Two is understanding that you're not always the focus. And three, you have to know what you want. So first, if we are afraid of being judged by other people, why do we want to slow down? Because when we are acting really fast, jumping from point A to point B, we make really quick decisions. We are very reactive. And when we are really reactive, we make quick decisions. We make bad decisions because there's no process time. You can't think. You don't have time to think. So think about it this way. If your mind is going 100 miles per hour and it's all bad thoughts, it's thoughts about you doubting yourself or thinking that other people might not accept you, or you feel like you're just a burden to other people, like all these different thoughts, it's only going to weigh you down. And if it goes in a cyclical cycle, you're only going to feel really nervous, really panicky, and really feel like other people are constantly focusing their attention on you and not in a good way. So what we really want to do first is slow down and evaluate our thoughts. So we're not jumping to conclusions, we're not making snap judgments about ourselves, about other people, and really focusing on looking at the situation itself and your own thoughts. If we stop, sometimes we might even see that there are just some races that we don't need to be a part of. For instance, we fear the judgment of other people because we really want their approval. And these people, they only approve of the best singer, dancer, best looking person, best gamer, the best in each different categories. That's what they're looking for. And anything short of that, they will critique and they will judge you. However, the thing that I really want you to focus on is slowing down and understanding that these chases for the best things are sometimes things that you don't really even need to be a part of. Yes, it's good to be very talented and very amazing at what you do if you are a good singer or fashion designer, stylist. However, there is no reason to feel insecure if you are not the top at what you do. Like for me, I really believe that most of us have potential, and we have the potential to become the best person that we are born to be, given the unique set of skill sets that we do have. However, it is absolutely insane to think that we are born to be the most amazing person in the world. That is just not happening. And oftentimes, if we remove that insane standard and to remove ourselves from these chases, we will become more satisfied and less fearful of what other people are thinking about us because of those standards. So think about it this way. If you started a movie and the movie is absolutely horrendous, you are under no obligation to finish the entire movie because that 2 to 3 hours is going to be time that you will not get back. So stop wasting your time on things that don't matter or chases that are just absolutely worthless, and pursue things that actually are going to give your life a little more meaning. We have to remember that real friendships are not formed by people that will judge you a certain way because you don't have a certain things. Friendships are formed through personality, through understanding who each other are, and they are not formed through the superficial. Now let's transition onto our second point of really understanding that you are not always the focus of everyone's attention. To be honest, it's really easy to feel like everyone around you is constantly looking at you, judging you for every small thing that you do. Like for me, just walking outside, if there are people, I can see that there's stairs and they might potentially be judging me. It's very easy to feel like that's what's happening. And to be honest, social media has made this that much worse. Because every time we put ourselves out there on social media, it's really good to be able to connect with other people, with your friends. But however, that also made you a person that's open for critique from anyone, anywhere, at any time, because you put yourself out there to the internet to become a focal point. Like, think about it. That is a lot of pressure. Anyone at any time, at any place can comment and critique who you are as a person. When I was growing up, I didn't even have this kind of pressure. And for us to be able to come out here on social media, we have to be prepared and we have to really protect ourselves from this type of pressure. Because life isn't supposed to be like this. Life isn't supposed to be you constantly being stared at like a lab rat and people notice every single freckle on your face or every single punctuation that you typed wrong. That's not what life is supposed to be like. Life is supposed to be normal. You just walk around, you can make mistakes, and it's okay. It's okay to joke around and just be yourself. That's life. So that means first, we had to actively distance ourselves from social media and not spending so much time on it. Limit your exposure because every time you're putting yourself out there, you are giving yourself pressure. 2, because we have cultivated such a habit of people constantly just scrutinizing every small thing that we do, we have to actively remind ourselves that people are not always looking at us and try to really relax and look around and see that, oh, people are not actually caring about you or every one of your actions, and that you don't have to be tense all the time. The key thing here is disconnection. As much as it's great to be around people and see what other people are doing, we have to pull ourselves back sometimes and learn to take care of ourselves and to be away from the pressure for a little bit. Because honestly, facing those pressure 24/7, it's very exhausting. It's very tiring. So take a step back and learn to take care of yourself. Now the last part I really want to talk about is you have to know what you want. So why do you want to know what you want? This sounds kind of obvious, but the more you know what you want, the more you know what you don't want. And when you have those things clearly defined, then people are not going to affect you as much because you know what you want and you don't really care about the other things. The other things are more trivial. They don't affect you as much because those things are not your priority. So for example, if you're really looking for great, genuine friendships and you see like a bunch of people that are just making fun of you for no reason, you will start to really care about their opinions less. Why? Because they're not the type of people you're looking for anyways. Their opinions don't really mean that much because those people don't have the values that you want. One of the reasons that we care too much about what other people think is that we don't know what we want. The moment that we really know what we want, we can cut through all the noise because we understand what matters and what doesn't matter. If a person said you should wear a hat and another person said you should wear a hoodie, your answer can be, you know what, I'm just gonna wear a shirt. You don't have to pick from the choices that other people are giving you. You just have to understand what exactly do you want? And understand that part clearly so other people will not affect you when they try to. A lot of this is really about knowing who you are as a person, and this comes through experience. But here we do not want to go through our lives trying to please everyone and hoping that we'll not offend anyone. Because the truth is, we will offend people sometimes, and sometimes it's okay. We're not trying to be a jerk, but there are times when we just simply disagree with people, and that is normal. Like, it's okay if not everybody likes our posts. Not everyone likes our pictures, or the way that we talk, or the way that we look. Some of you guys might not even like this video, but thank you for watching until this point. It's okay if other people don't like some part of us. It's totally fine. Don't be chasing for other people's approval. And the moment that you stop doing that, you decrease the amount of fear you have for others because you want them to like you, and you start becoming a little more of who you are as a person. So don't let social media or people run your life through fear and social pressure. It can be dangerous sometimes if we don't learn to manage that on an emotional level. But that is all I have for you this week. So if you really like this video, you find it something helpful, please hit that like button or comment. And that is all. I will talk to you guys next time.